Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace, mercy to the hopeful elect. Much love to you believers out there. I'm the brother Yeshai. I pray, Lord willing, that this lesson is edifying through the Spirit. All right, this one's going to be relatively quick, what I perceive through the Spirit. This devil just keeps getting closer and closer and closer. You know, we always mention it. Okay, let me save this first. I got an article here, and I'm probably going to be using this. Let me screenshot this. Probably going to be using this as the photo. Man, you can't tell me that this stuff, the scriptures aren't coming to pass, man. And I want to get this definition because the apostles always mention this. And, I'm going to just get the definition here, right? The first word that came to mind as soon as I saw this image in this article was gradualism. That's the first word that came to my mind, right? And it says a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution, okay? A policy of gradual reform. I'm going to click on the word gradual there. It's underlined. It says taking place or progressing slowly or by degrees of a slope not steep or abrupt, okay? So it's something that's steep or abrupt. That means there's an instant change, right? Like if you have, like when you see them waterfalls, people be coasting. The next thing you know, it's going down. And then out of nowhere, you just steep fall. That's not gradualism. That's something that's sudden and instant. But this is something like it says of a slope. So it's like it makes me think of like math, you know what I'm saying? Like when you have like the different shapes and things like that, you would have like for y'all remember like, all right, I'm about to sound like some nerdy shit, but y'all remember the Pythagorean theorem? And they always had like, I forgot how it goes, like C squared minus B squared equals A squared, some shit like that. And they had the different corners, but it looks like a bike ramp. You know what I'm saying? One side, the long side, looks like a bike ramp, something that, it slowly goes up. And that's what gradualism is like. It's like going up a hill, At first, shit, you can use it for a downhill reference. Right? If you're going downhill, at first you just notice you're walking. And then as you're going down, things are getting faster and faster and faster. And you notice you're getting closer to the end. And that's exactly what's happening with Babylon and his agenda here. Okay. And actually that scripture's come to mind. Let me get this first. Switch it up a bit. This is Job 5:12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Right? So the goal of the so-called white nation, the goal of the so-called JEWs, the small hatters, their goal is ultimately to have the whole world implant a technological grain of rice in their hand. That is their goal and that is their agenda. And the whole world can act duped, fooled, confused about it. But the men of Great Millstone, starting with the apostles, have been warning the world about this, man. And now, so look, and I ain't gonna lie, when I walk into the store, if I can use my Apple Pay, I damn sure will. I'm going to tap it. But at the end of the day is going to come where all of the convenient pieces of technology we have are going to be insignificant, because the wicked of the world, they're going to take an RFID chip into their hands, and that's the day where the men of the Lord, we retract. We don't want any parts of that. So, that's the furthest list we'll go, tapping our phone. But the point where the day was going to come when they try to put it in a part of your physical being, that's the day when we say, oh no, we good. You know what I'm saying? So they had you were using a coin purse, then you had gold, then you had cash, then you had a debit card, then you had a credit card, then you had a debit card with a little gold C-hip in it, right? With NFC, near field communication technology. Okay. And now they're doing it where you can do Apple Pay. You can go right in the store. You can tap your phone. And now you have it where they have, and they had to push to start with the cars. Now they have it to where you can tap your phone to your door. And now, mind you, a lot of these cars are electric now. Well, you can tap your phone to your door, and now your door is part of the system now. And look, at the hand is right there. Like the hand is all you need. They're gonna be like, well, how can we take this to the next level? Let's put it inside their bodies. So let me read some of this article. This article is from 9 to 5 Mac, which makes me think of slaves, right? 9 to 5. That's just employee just means slave. All right, but it says 3 reasons you might have, and that's what the people are, ultimately slaves and cattle and sheeple. It says 3 reasons you might have to wait for car key support. So they're trying to make it sound like, oh, it's this rare thing that you might have to wait to get it. People hate when they can't have things. Exclusivity. When it's something that's out there and the people tell them that they can't have it, you have this demon on you where they want it more. All right? Reverse psychology. But this says November 10th, 2025 at 7:09 a.m. by Ben Lovejoy. It says Apple's car key might seem like a no-brainer. You see, yeah, everybody who fucking gonna get that C-hip, they don't have brains. But it says ditch your bulky and expensive to replace car fob and instead simply use your iPhone or Apple Watch to unlock your car. Now, they're saying bulky, like them shits ain't that big, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, the less carrying do feel nice. Like, the least you got on you, you know what I'm saying? But me and the brothers be talking about this, like we'll see, when women, they have keys, they got all of this shit on their keys. Like, it's like their keys is a bag on its own. But when men have keys, we usually have our car key, our house key. If you got like a mailbox key, shit, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? You might have like something else small in there, like a little, figurine or something you thought was cool, but that's pretty much it, man. Really simple, easy, you can put in your pocket. So they saying bulky, like it's just this, like it's like a wallet. Nah, it ain't that big. Come on now. But they see they're trying to die down the idea of dependency, right? Dependency on objects. So there you can just get rid of this bulky thing and it can just be a part of your body. They're trying to make it seem like it's about the phone, but the next step is coming is going to be the C-hip, right? And by the C-hip, before I continue reading on the article, which all the brothers, you brothers already know where I'm going with this. But, I've been noticing more and more stuff been coming out with this. I've been doing a lot more C-hip lessons as of late. And I know that's not just because that's what I'm necessarily looking for. It's just popping up. That's how we're getting to the time where the Lord is bringing that revelation. What's that? 12? Let me get that real quick. Let me grab that one. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So the so-called white nation, they know they got a short time, so they coming out with great wrath. They're making these things happen at a much faster rate, okay? And we understand this all too well, right? That's what that gradualism, before you know it, it's going to be right here at your doorsteps. And it's going to be in your people's hands, basically the best way to put it. And Lord willing, we be of those men of his elect, and the men, women, and children of the household of faith don't take it. This is Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, right, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had that MARK, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, the charagma, man. So don't think for a second that these car key support is Apple car key is far from the C-hip, man. It's the next thing, man. The only thing they can do between this is like make some type of thing you see in thin air that's technology based with some glasses or some shit. But the C-hip is coming, man. You see they keep getting that hand closer and closer, making it closer to your hand. It feels like. See, and the thing is, when you use your phone, like for your car, right? You used to hitting the beep beep or putting your key into the door, right, to twist it. But now, see, and that's the thing. You say, a user from your hand. The example that they used was that bulky thing. But when you got your car key, shit, you beep that shit from a distance. So then you just naturally grab the door when you get up to it anyway. But now they got it where you can walk up and put your thing up to it. Why? Because they're normalizing the sensation. Sensations are real, y'all. They're normalizing the sensation of you putting your hand to your door and it opens for you. Okay. But it says, but while you might expect, well, let me read the paragraph. But Apple's car key might seem like a no-brainer. Ditch your bulky and expensive to replace car fob, and instead simply use your iPhone or Apple Watch to unlock your car. So you can even use your watch. You put your watch up to it. It says, but while you might expect iPhone owners to be eager to use it and car makers keen to meet this demand, a new report suggests that there are 3 barriers to wider adoption. So they're trying to make it seem like there's reasons why you don't want it, right? But at the end of the day, that's just them playing devil's advocate, okay? And, they're saying stuff like not all car keys have them, but it's going to become a standard, right? They're going to make this a standard where all cars come with, especially these newer cars, electric cars, So they got all of these things, but really, like I said, they put stuff out like this, one, to let the people know, the world know that these things are happening, two, to make it seem like to catch the ears of the people, like, you know what? Maybe it isn't a great idea. But then eventually they're going to have people doing reviews on it. They're going to be seeing people walk up to their car, opening it with their phone. People are going to be like, you know what? Look, and this happened to me before, but this ain't no fucking reason to get a C-hip. I've locked my car keys in my car before. And I tell you, man, that shit is frustrating. The old school cars, you just could put something in the door, use a wire hanger and get the door open. You can't do that shit no more, man. You damn near gotta call a locksmith every time. So then you gotta pay $75 to $150 just to get your car keys out. So people gonna be like, this is beneficial. I can just I could do it, and then I could just do my car with my phone. Hey, and that's cool. But the problem is the next step. Just like how all of this is cool and people make it normalized that you do these things now, the day is going to come where it's a normal thing to see people waving their hands or using a C-hip to be able to open doors and rooms and make payments and make purchases. That time is coming to the earth, man. And that's what we've been trying to tell people. It says no man might not buy or sell, save he that had it. So we're just hoping and praying that Yahweh Shem Shai guide us and keep us and look after us for this evil time that's coming, man. Because Esau Edom is on Operation Warp Speed right now. And he's moving at a fast rate to bring this world to its knees. And you got to be in the spirit to really see it, to see it clearly. Because at the end of the day, it's people in the world that see the demise of America's coming. But to get the whole picture, you got to be in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. So, hey, I just wanted to bring that out. And I'm sure they got other articles giving you complete breakdowns on why it's supportive and why it's a good reason, too. But they're just basically, this is a way of warning the people. Their way of letting you know that this is coming and it's another age to accessing your vehicle. But one day we might get on here and we might see C-hip articles on mainstream media. All right, come and get your C-hip today. All right. And Lord willing, we never take it, man. And everybody who takes it is going to die and burn. All right, according to Revelation 16, they're going to get a cancer, a grievous sore. And according to Revelation 14, they're going to burn by thermonuclear fire if all that take it. So, hey, I pray, Lord willing, that this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham. Rakar Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone to rule well. And peace and mercy to the elect. Until next time.